Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again, and this video I'm going to be doing a review on the Judas Priest album, Painkiller. This is an absolute classic, not just among Judas Priest fans, but among metal fans in general. This album was released in 1990. This was the last album to feature singer Rob Halford before he left the band for quite some time. Now, this album came out in a time where heavy metal was kind of starting to die off, and people switched to like grunge, new metal, not new N-E-W, but N-U metal, so new metal, N-U, and some other alternatives, just because metal was sort of dying out, just like I guess glam metal had previously. Died out in like the late 80s. So yeah, metal was very scarce during the 90s, more particularly heavy metal. So Judas Priest at this point were trying to find a way to keep being relevant. So they decided to adapt some style of like I think like industrial metal and thrash, which was getting really big at the time. Yeah, they were kind of trying to figure out how to stay relevant, and they did. They stayed relevant thanks to this album, and then later on. Yeah, so this is a very important album to Judas Priest because they were looking at maybe ending if they couldn't find a way to be relevant anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, the band members. So Dave Holland had left after the previous album, which was Ram It Down? Yeah, it was Ram It Down. And they brought in Scott Travis, who has been with the band ever since. I actually do prefer Scott Travis to any of the other Judas Priest drummers. I know there's been a few, but Scott Travis is my favorite out of all of them. Oh, almost dropped the disc. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Scott Travis on drums, Rob Halford on vocals, Ian Hill on bass, and of course the awesome duo of Glenn Tipton and K.K. Downing on guitars. So let me get to the songs. Oh, no, wait, first the artwork. This artwork is, I think, done by the same guy who did the artwork for Ram It Down, which, again, was the previous album. I like this one better. It's a lot more memorable. It's done by... I just looked at this, and I already forgot the guy's name. The artwork was done by... Oh, that's not the last page. There it is. A guy called... Mark Wilkinson. I think it's pronounced Wilkinson. Mark Wilkinson. Yeah, so Mark Wilkinson did the artwork, and it almost seems like he did the artwork for Ram It Down too, just because it seems very similar. So yeah, Mark Wilkinson did the artwork for this album. Didn't put it back right. And it's really cool. Like, it's probably my favorite Judas Priest album artwork. Besides maybe Defenders of the Faith. Yeah, it's like a armored or cyborg winged creature, or just a guy with cyborg armor with wings. Can't really tell what exactly it's supposed to be. Some kind of winged cyborg with a helmet riding a dragon motorcycle with saw blade wheels. And then you can see down there's just like a melting city, there's a city there that's being swallowed up by lava. And you can see the Judas Priest logo in the middle there. The what is it supposed to? I think it's supposed to be a pitchfork, but like a double pitchfork because it has the two ends on the bottom too. Yeah. Oh, and then the character, the Painkiller, he has the logo, I guess, embedded onto his shoulder armor. And then the back, you can see the Painkiller on the back there. Oh yes, and this creature is called the Painkiller, not the living motorcycle, the actual creature who's riding it. And as with most albums to feature mechanical creatures from Judas Priest, there is a read-up on the back of the creature. Let me turn on the lamp so I can see the words better, because these words blend in really well when you don't have a bright light. So the read-up for the Painkiller says, as mankind hurled itself forever downwards into the bottomless pit of eternal chaos, the remnants of a civilization screamed out for salvation. Redemption roared across the not living sky. Redemption roared across the burning sky. The Painkiller. So I guess he's a hero instead of a villain. I know that the Jugular was a villain. I guess the Painkiller is the hero. But yeah, I always love when they put read-ups of their characters on albums. But yeah, so the songs. First up is the title track, Painkiller. One of the very first Judas Priest songs I heard, or I guess so. I guess you can say it's one of the first that I heard, because I mean the first album that I heard in full was Firepower, but I think this was the second song, Judas Priest song I heard. It has a really awesome music video to it that is oddly enough in black and white, even though it's the 90s, and like full color movies and television stuff was already popular. Maybe they went black and white for stylistic choices. I don't know. But the music video to this album, I mean to this song, Painkiller, is pretty cool. I like, I don't know, I just like everything about it. Like, it goes really well with the actual song. You can see that Glenn Tipton, you can see in the music video, he's really enjoying playing that guitar solo in the middle there. Like, he's having so much fun with it. Everyone's just having so much fun playing that song. I think Glenn Tipton has said in an interview, or a couple interviews, that the guitar solo in Painkiller is his favorite guitar solo he's ever done, or one of his favorites. But yeah, you could tell like in like live versions too. Like he really enjoys playing that solo. Or enjoyed. Unfortunately, he can't play guitar anymore because he has Parkinson's disease and it's just gotten really bad. But yeah, he enjoyed playing that solo while he still could. But yeah, the music video and the song is awesome. A fan favorite song among many fans. Yeah. Hell Patrol. This one's really cool. I really like this song. It has like sort of a, I don't know, like a biker type feel. Like it's, I don't know, feels like the theme music to a biker gang almost. Yeah. So Hell Patrol is really awesome. All Guns Blazing I never really liked. It's just, I don't know, it feels just like a filler track. It just feels like something they made really quickly to put on the album to make a full album. Let's see. Metal Meltdown is okay. I don't think it's a great song, but I don't think it's a bad song. It's kind of catchy. Nightcrawler though. And no, not the character Nightcrawler from the Marvel Comics. I mean, the song Nightcrawler. It's really cool. One of the darkest Judas Priest songs, or at least one of the darkest, with Rob Halford singing. I think a lot of the darker, like the really dark stuff is from the Ripper Owens era. But yeah, definitely one of, if not the darkest, Judas Priest song with Rob Halford. I love it. It's so catchy. I love how it's about like an evil creature that has just appeared out of nowhere in like this desolate town in the middle of the night, that people are so afraid that it's going to kill them. Like they're going to lock all the doors and stuff, turn down the shades, or pull down the shades to make sure the creature doesn't get them. You know, the Nightcrawler. there's this really awesome, really eerie monologue part near the end of the song. What is it gonna like? It reminds me like it kind of sounds like Rob Halford's kind of like doing a Vincent Price impersonation, like of how like let me see if I could find the if I could find it. No, that's not it. That's not it. Sorry, I'm looking through the pamphlet right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The where he's like huddled in the cellar, fear caught in their eyes, daring not to move or breathe as the creature cries, and just that whole monologue. Like, there's more to it, but I'm not going to say it because that's a waste of time for the video. But that whole monologue part, like the way he says it's like very eerie and very creepy. Again, he sounds kind of like he's trying to do a Vincent Price impersonation. I love it, or impression. Not impersonation. Vincent Price impression. Like it's awesome, and I love it. And I love how they kind of tried to recreate that sort of part of a song in one of the Ripper Owens era songs. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been. I think it might have been Abductors. I'm not entirely sure, but it was from. They did that again in like one of the Ripper Owens era songs. So yeah, Nightcrawler's awesome. Between the Hammer and the Anvil is really catchy. I love how throughout the song, like, it has the sound effect of like a hammer hitting an anvil, like that clang, clang. But yeah, I really, really like it. Super catchy, super fun. A Touch of Evil is really cool. At first I didn't like this song, but it's kind of grown on me since. It's just a very catchy, sort of brooding, sort of evil-sounding song. And then there's an instrumental on this, a very, very short instrumental. It's like, I don't know, a few seconds long. It's called a Battle Hymn. That is like the sort of intro to the very last song on this album called One Shot at Glory, which is a war song. I don't know if it's about a particular war or just some random war. But it's a war song. It's supposed to be like very like, I don't know. It's not supposed to be very like, I don't know, I guess in a way. It's kind of like Trooper by Iron Maiden. Not that one. That one there. That one. But in fact it's a war song, but like it's not a very brooding, dark, depressing war song. It's more of an upbeat war song. Like say you're in battle and you hear this song that makes you want to go on, like finish the war, like win, achieve victory type war song. Yeah, great way to end the album. But yeah, overall, an awesome album. This used to be my favorite. That was until I heard Jugulator, which is the next album after this. But yeah, it's still a really good album. I still really enjoy it. There's a few songs on here that I don't really like, but overall, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a 7.8 out of 10. It's really, really good, although I will say it is somewhat overrated. Like, a lot of people say this is the best Judas Priest album ever. But, I mean, it does have some faults to it. It's not perfect, so that's why I don't think it's the best. And even if I did, usually if I think something's the best, it still has some faults. But, yeah, I mean, it's not as great as everyone says, but it's still great, It's just slightly hyped, a little too hyped. But yeah, overall, great, legendary album by Judas Priest. Oh yeah, before I end the video, I just want to give you guys an update. That in one of my previous videos, I said that the live album Made in England, the Iron Maiden live album that I ordered off of eBay, was supposed to come like in the next couple weeks. But I was wrong. It's actually coming sometime in August, so you guys are just gonna have to wait for that review until sometime, like probably I don't know around sometime in August. I'll do a review on it when I first thing I get it. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that review because that album isn't coming till August. Yeah. That's it for this review, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.